You ready?
Yeah.
All right. Texas Prison Stories family, thank you so much. We have a special episode right here with Mr. Lee A. Larry, where we're going to talk a little bit prison gang history in the state of Texas. Mr. Larry served 42 years starting in 1975. About 80% of his life, probably at least. Mr. Larry, how you doing? Good morning.
Good morning.
Mr. Larry, I'm just going to straight up ask you, man, what prison gang do you belong to?
I don't belong to no prison gang.
You mean you did 42 years in prison with no gang?
Yeah, when I first went to prison, there was no such thing as a gang. It was every man for himself. All the phase were head up.
You mean there was no prison gangs when you went?
No prison gangs.
Well, how would a man, when a man that came in, did you just hang around with Dallas or hang around with Houston, or did he hang with everybody?
You hung with everybody because it was they mostly went by homeboys. If you from Dallas, you sitting in the day room, most likely gonna be sitting over there with Dallas guys.
Right.
Because it was segregated, so you're gonna be talking to the black dudes from Dallas or the Hispanics from Dallas.
So, when those days during the building tender system, was there even possible to have a gang?
You know, if they got wind of you was any type of gang or organization, you was trying to be just a group of inmates, they just beat the hell out of the whole group.
They just mashed the whole group down, separate y'all, probably ship y'all off, huh?
Yeah, that's right. Then when you get to your other prison, they beat your ass again. They didn't allow no type of rat pack mentality. Texas did not allow it.
When did that change, Mr. Dare?
Changed around 83 and 84 when Billington was on their way out the door.
With the Ruiz situation and everything like that?
That's when it changed.
When, what is the first Texas prison gang you remember?
First prison gang I remember is TS.
Texas Syndicate?
Texas Syndicate.
And they have a long history too. Where were you at when you first seen the Texas Syndicate?
I was at the Darrington unit.
Darrington near Houston, huh?
Yes.
When you showed up at Darrington, were they already there, or you watched them?
Yes, they were already there.
They're already there. How did your black brothers describe that to you?
Really, Texas was just getting rid of building tunnels, and guys still was thinking with the mentality of everything is solved through head-up phase. They wasn't ready for you gonna get stabbed by 3 guys. That wasn't the attitude in Texas.
It was still man on man.
Still man to man.
So basically, if you bothered some guy in a prison gang, he was coming to take care of you himself, not the whole gang.
Not the whole gang.
All right, I want to ask you this: when you first seen TS, were they making a bunch of money doing stuff? Were they like actually benefiting out of this, or they were just a bunch of guys hanging around?
They were making money because one of the guys who was the founders of TS in Texas, I'm gonna give his nickname, which is Popeye. He was back there in lockup. He had killed 2 guys on Darrington. They had him in lockup, and I would different TS members would give me weed to smuggle back there to him, and I'd go back and talk to him sometime.
So you actually knew the guy that started the TS in Texas?
Yes.
Mr. Popeye?
Popeye.
How'd he treat you?
Treat me good.
You bringing the packs, huh? I know he gonna love you. Well, that's awesome, man. What year did you see the Mexican Mafia come? That we know in Texas, the Texas Syndicate and the Mexican Mafia were the 2 enemies that were notorious. What year did the enemy come?
That was 84. I was on the retrieve unit.
On retrieve?
Yes.
And we know that's a pretty small unit, so that's kind of personal when you start a gang up on something small like that. How many of those guys were over there?
Retrieve had a lot of Hispanics, and a lot of guys was over there from San Antonio.
And they're the ones that started it, right?
The one who started.
And Texas Syndicate, what were they mostly out of? Man, they were out of the other cities and stuff?
Because Popeye is from Austin.
He from Austin?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of them in the valley, a lot of places, you know what I mean? There's, excuse me, there's usually only one or the other wherever they're at, though, you know what I mean? They're pretty serious. Okay, so that was they both formed in about 84 then, right? About the same old time?
Yeah, I believe TS was a little bit in the front of them. Because Popeye already had caught 2 bodies behind TS.
He'd already put his work in and stuff?
Yes.
Okay, and what year did you see, I believe 84, did you see the Aryan Brotherhood when they started in 84?
Yeah, a lot of those, the older guys, they were at the retrieve unit. Retrieve really was a headquarters for a lot of gangs because it was guys over there This predominant unit had life sentences on it.
Oh, so Retrieve was calling the shots. Wow, that little ass prison was calling the shots, huh? That's how it always goes, man. That's awesome. So you got to see some wild stuff. Oh, I believe we know that they started on Ellis 1 back then, and then how long did it take the Texas Aryan Brotherhood to spread around the system?
It didn't take long because back then you could write other inmates letters.
Oh, you could still communicate?
Yeah, they hadn't stopped it.
Were they actually writing each other, telling them about what we're doing? Started over there? Oh, they were. Oh, wow. So that was so dangerous back then. You could still communicate. I got you. Okay, well, listen, Mr. Larry, we have something in Texas, man, that deserves extreme respect that they don't know about anywhere. Tell them what our black prison gang was, the originals.
The original was Mandingo Warriors.
The Mandingo Warriors. What year did they start?
They started around 83, 84.
About the same time. So when the building tenders left, it was a mad dash for
Yeah,
power, and
it was a
everybody
it
started.
was a power vacuum, so everybody trying to fill that void.
Did you ever know any of the original Mandingos?
Yes, I knew all of them.
Knew all of them? How were they? How did they? Listen, I apologize about them. How were they to the other black inmates that were not Mandingos?
Yeah, they were feared because most of these guys who were Mandingo Warriors is some guys who known to get out there. If you wanted drama, they gonna bring you drama. Now all these guys done banded up, and it's a no-win situation. You're not gonna win.
So you better just leave them alone.
Just leave them alone.
They're still like that right now. Hey, listen, in this system, when you left, how would you say the Mandingo state is, man? Because they're spread out right now.
Well, they watered down now. Them guys got old. A lot of them went home, changed their life.
They don't pick up too many youngsters
No,
anymore.
they don't want no young guys.
No, they don't want young guys. So basically, man, we're not gonna say too much about Mandingo Warriors. We respect them, but yeah, nowadays the system has watered them down. But there's still a lot of real killers out here and real men. You know what I mean? When I was on Beto, my neighbor was Mandingo Warrior. He was legit, man. Let me ask you something. This Aryan Circle, when the white boys started coming to fight the other white boys, did you see that happen?
Yes.
When did that happen? About the 90s, maybe?
Aryan Circle happened when I was at Darrington. One of the guys who started Aryan Circle, his name is Marty Song. He's a Jew. Seem funny? He's a Jew.
Are you serious?
Yeah, he in the Aryan gang.
Wow.
Me and him was cool as fuck.
Really?
He used to talk all the time. He had caught 2
I was
bodies.
chilling and cursing a little bit, but yeah. So he caught 2 bodies already too. Listen, when he started Aryan Circle, was he Aryan brother?
No, he just Aryan Circle.
He was just starting something new then. He didn't switch over or nothing. Were them Aryan brothers trying to get him? Or were they respecting that?
You ain't want to mess with Marty. He ain't trying to hear nothing you talking
For real
about.
talk, that was like that?
He don't want to hear nothing you talking about.
So the man that started it, that's why they went around him then. That's how it always is.
Me and him next door neighbors in Sig, man, we used to stay at the bars, we ride all night long, just talking.
Mr. Larry and the man that started Aryan Circle are buddies, y'all. That's how it goes, man. Listen, it's not what y'all think, man. He just told y'all in one of the other videos that they would pass cups and cigarettes around, man. That's just...
Black, white, and Hispanics drink out of the same cup. Texas didn't have all that racial bullshit.
Oh, that's pretty
Smoke
crazy.
the same damn cigarette. You light a cigarette up, everybody smoking.
Mr. Larry, let's fast forward a little bit now, because the situation that's going on now is pretty much what I know about. What year approximately did Texas make the decision to start locking up these gangs?
He started that in 84. Texas did not have an ad sig.
They actually started trying to lock them up in 84?
They did. They had a system-wide lockdown. They locked the whole Texas, all the units down, and went and rounded up all gang members and put them in ad sig.
Wow.
Texas inmate was not used to being locked up. We were used to the old solitary. You do 15 days and you get out. No, it was a new game. You're going to stay in that seg for years.
And what do they call that? That indeterminate, right?
And every seg term in Texas is indeterminate. You don't know when you're going to get out, no matter what you go in for.
Can you explain to the Mr. Leary level 3, 2, and 1 segs and tell them what you've done before?
The level 3, you go in, you don't have anything. It's a Bible, 1 tube toothpaste, a toothbrush, no deodorant, no nothing. They don't give you a dessert on your tray. You don't get no punch. You don't get none of that stuff.
What do you eat?
You get a regular tray, but it don't have dessert on it.
You get this regular tray, okay.
You get to come out your cell 3 times a week to go to rec.
That's level 3.
That's level 3.
How do you get to level 2?
By not catching no cases.
6 months.
No, they dropped it all the way down to 30 days. It used to be you was gonna be over there 6 months, 90 days to 6 months.
Okay, cool. 30 days ain't too bad.
They
man.
changed to 30
So
days.
level 2, what's it like?
Level 2, you get to make commissary. Not buy commissary goods, but you can buy hygiene stamps and all that stuff. And they give you some of your property, but they don't give you your radio, your typewriter, and all that. You don't get that.
Right. Same thing. Stay out of trouble. You make it to level 1
You make it
seg.
to level 1.
What's level 1 seg like?
Level 1 said you go to commissary, spend $60 every 2 weeks, and you get all your personal property. You go to rec every day.
Okay, listen, and
You single sale.
and this is indeterminate for the rest of your life, maybe.
Yeah, all guys in SIG are single sale in Texas.
And Mr. Larry, we need to explain a little something that's in detail. So you mean to tell me that in the state of Texas, all prison gang members are where?
Add SIG.
All of them.
All of them.
Locked down constantly.
That's right.
See, folks, if you want to join a prison gang in Texas and they catch you, your life is over. So don't do it. Okay, so listen, we do know in the 90s now, we had these young guys coming out of, these young Hispanic guys coming out of Dallas, Austin, Houston, and Fort Worth, Mr. Larry, and they were, I guess, tired of these prison gangs also, too, and they started some stuff that, Tango Blast type thing, okay? What the story I've heard always is that the Mexicans from Houston first stood up, and they started fighting Mexican Mafia and TS, and then the other guys joined them. Is that really how it happened?
No.
What happened?
These guys got SIG way back in '84. So they started the gang because they ain't got competition. If TS and Mexican Mafia still was in general population, you would not form no other gang because all those guys, they had some killers for real. And all that shit, Tango Blast, you all that little fighting shit they do, they wouldn't stand a chance against TS. TS would kill the shit out of them, every one of them. They wouldn't stand a chance.
They were playing with knives, right?
They playing with knives. They playing murder and you playing bullshit.
Right. You know, so that's just how it is, y'all. It's just, that's one man's opinion, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's going to see it from the inside looking out or the outside looking in, man. You know, are there any type of prison gangs that nobody's ever heard of that you want to tell somebody just kind of just know?
They got kind of a lot of little offshoots. They keep everything on the low because all Texas maximum security prison got gang officers, call them GIs. And if they get wind of you in any type of gang or you get in a fight and 3 guys attack 1 guy, first thing they're going to do is start investigating what organization these guys with. And they find out you in the organization, you is ad seg bound or high security. Like guys from California be talking about Pelican Bay. Texas got 4 Pelican Bays. They call them high securities. They got 4 of them.
Hold on, yeah, listen. You told me, and I noticed, the company that actually built Pelican Bay built 4 of them in Texas, too.
That's correct.
So we have 4 Pelican Bays here. What's their names? Do you know all 4 names?
They got Estelle High Security. They got Aldridge Unit High Security. They got Bill Clements Unit High Security. And they got Smith Unit High Security. They got 4.
Yeah, shout out to my brother, man. Rest in peace, Scarface. He just died last year on Bill Clements High Security, y'all. It's no joke over there, man. I lost my brother on high security. Mr. Larry, there's one thing, too, and we'll close this kind of. Tell them what G3 is in Texas.
G3 is guys who got 50 years and above who haven't served 10 years on their sentence. You classified as a G3. All you guys must live on the same cell block together.
Okay, and I'm going to explain what that means for us, the other guys. Okay, as I sat on Vito, I sat on K-Wing, Mr. Larry. First wing as you get to the north side. High security G3 was way down there like you or somewhere. You know, you couldn't even see him, couldn't talk to him. Every time we had some type of shit, some problem, some kite coming, it was always from that wing. Hey, y'all, they did something to us. Y'all got to do, you know what I'm saying? It's that those wings are unbelievable. They just cause the problems, man. You know what I mean? Like, did you start on something like that?
No, they didn't have no such thing. They didn't even have a classification system when I came to prison.
So it's just nothing like that, huh?
No, the warden or the building tell them to sign you to a cell block, and that was the end of that. Sign you to a work squad out in the field. That's it.
Cool. All right. Well, Mr. Larry, I'm gonna tell you something. Thank you so much. You're gonna get a lot of respect and a lot of shout outs, man. Listen, y'all, in these comments, y'all get in these comments, man, and tell me, do you think you could do 40 years in prison without a gang? Like some of these guys can't do 4 years without a gang. Seriously. Mr. Larry, last thing I'm gonna ask you. What is your longest stretch you ever did in the hole?
I did 9 years and 8 months.
What?
9 years and 8 months.
In the hole?
Yes.
Single cell?
Single cell.
My God. Hold on, man. There's guys out here with these famous channels that haven't even did that long in population. And you did it in the hole?
Yeah, I know. That's why I don't even respect them as being, to me, they ain't got convict status. He ain't did convict time.
Yeah, you gotta earn that status, right? And I don't have that. Hey, folks, I don't have that status. I'm not gonna sit here in front. Mr. Larry would not call me that right in my face. He told me I'm not a convict, and I had to agree. There's just ain't no way I could qualify that, man. And salute to you. How did 9 years, 8 months? Did you go crazy? Did you come out rubbing doodle on your face and all this stuff?
You know what? It really didn't bother me. I had plenty of books to read. I had newspapers. We gamble on sports, play chess with other guys. We go to rec every day. It really didn't bother me that bad.
So you might was a little break then, wasn't it?
Yes, it's a break from the monotony of prison life. I looked at prison as no matter what part of the prison I'm in, I'm still in prison. Whether I was in solitary confinement or G1 or G2, all that shit was all psychological. It didn't mean nothing. I didn't even care. I wasn't going home, so it didn't mean shit.
Did you really feel like you weren't going home?
Yeah, one time the parole, I got denied parole 26 times. I said, fuck this parole. I stopped even worrying about it.
You got denied parole 26 times.
26 times.
My God. Listen, 26 mental blows. That's unbelievable. Thank you, Mr. Larry. We love you, man. Listen, y'all. Islam Demystified. Mr. Lee A. Larry, 42 years on the inside, y'all. He's a PhD doctor. This is Dr. Larry. Thank you, sir.
Thank you for having me.